Hi guys, so welcome to the fifth tutorial in my series on basic video editing using Adobe Premiere CC 2018. Today we're going to take a look at placing credits and titles onto your video, but first up we'll just do a quick overview of what we've already done. A subscriber has asked me to quickly go over some of these. The one in particular is the cross dissolve. So if you remember, we come over to this button, click on effects, we then go to video transitions, we scroll down, and then in this folder dissolve we will find the cross dissolve. So I found a cut in order to quickly demonstrate the cross dissolve. So we have a cut here. If I press play, so here it cuts, and I'm going to show you how to make this a dissolve. So we come back over to dissolve folder here. Here is our cross dissolve effect. Hold the left button down on the mouse, drag it over and place that over the cut. So instead of having a cut in the footage, we now have the two video clips merging together. So if I now press play, rewind a little bit, so here is, you can see that now dissolves from one to the other. So here is, it only applies to the video. We can do this on the audio, but we'll do that in another tutorial. So that is basically how we do our cross dissolves. So I'm going to take that out now. So click on that so as it goes white, right click on the mouse and clear. And then I'm going to zoom this back to where it was before, and also we're going to turn off these effects for now. So I should place that back there and take it back to the project window where we have our footage. So now I'm going to show you quickly how you can place a title slide in front of your video and a credits slide. So first of all, we're going to need to make some room. So marquee select, left button down on the mouse, pull that across so everything goes white and let go. We can then grab all of the footage, including the audio, and move that along, giving us some space here for us to put our title slide. In order to do that, we need to go to the graphics tab up here. So at the moment we're in the editing tab. We need to now click on the graphics tab. So there you go, you'll see the user interface changes slightly when we do that. Over here are templates that we can use. When it first fires up, you will come up with a selection here. This is a basic title that we can use. So if we hold the left button down on the mouse, drag that over, we can then place that on the editing track. As you can see, this is very small. This won't take up very much time on our timeline. So we need to zoom in a little bit. So we should grab this handle, move that along, and then if we hover over it, like we did with our transition effects, if we hover over so that that symbol appears, left button down on the mouse, pull that along a little bit, which gives us a bit more time to play with. I'm then going to place the vertical scroll bar over the title slide. You'll then see in the preview window it appears. If we then move up to the preview window and click on that text, you'll see many functions appear. These are where we can change the font, we can change the size, we can center it, and there are many more options over here as well. So to keep this simple, I'm just going to double click on that so that it goes red, and then type in my title. Feel free to play around with this, but we're trying to keep this swift. Once you are happy with your title slide, you can then grab it, place that at the beginning, like so, and then we can move this back up. So if I select the area between the title slide and where the footage starts, and then right click ripple delete. That then bumps it up. So at the moment we have a title which appears at the beginning of the footage. Obviously we can add a fade in and fade out here as well. Go over to this tab, click on Effects, go to our Dissolve folder, select Dip to Black, place that at the beginning, grab Dip to Black again, place that in between where the footage begins and our title slide ends, and then we have a fade in, fade out from the title slide to the footage.
Hi guys.
Like so. If we want to place credits at the end of our video, I shall zoom this back in again. We simply go back over to this corner here again. We're in edit mode at the moment. We click back to browse, scroll down, credits, open that folder, select one of these. I'm going to go with film credits. Grab that, hold left button down on the mouse and drop at the end. We can then zoom in like we did with our title slide. Place the vertical scroll bar over our credits. We can also select the text like we did with our title slide and edit that using these functions here and also over here. We can select all of the text in the credits by selecting over here, holding down the Shift key, and we can select each line and edit all of them at the same time. We can also, if we click away down here so that we don't highlight any of the text, you'll see a roll button appears. If you click on that, this means now that when we play the credit slide, the text will roll. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial.